Hi, so today is 37th video recording of my speaking practice, and today I'm recording from a cab because I don't have time to record it at my home. So today I'm reading from the book The Seven Habits of Highly Effective People, where author is sharing the consequences of taking shortcuts of against your growth. So for example, if you are learning Korean and you are at level 3 and you want to jump to level 5, you cannot jump it directly. You need to take level 3, level 4 and then level 5. And if you try to jump it by motivating yourself and you can do it, like other personality ethics techniques, then all the time ignoring and violating the natural principles and processes on which a high trust culture is based, because when that means you are taking the personality ethic that okay, I can do it, I can jump to directly level 5. That doesn't work that way most of the time. Even if you get your way through it, it won't be sustainable. So author is giving his example of his own life when he was attending his daughter's third birthday party, and she was basically holding her gifts and not sharing with other children. So the situation was something like that. So he's saying, I remember violating this principle myself as a father many years ago. One day I remember turned to my little girl's third year birthday party to find her in the corner of the front room, defiantly clutching all of her presents, unwilling to let the other children play with them. The first thing I noticed was several parents in the room witnessing this selfish display. I was embarrassed and doubly so because at the time I was teaching university classes on human relations, and I knew or at least felt the expectations of these parents. The atmosphere in the room was really charged. The children were crowding around my little daughter with their hands out, asking to play with the presents they had just given. And my daughter was adamantly refusing. I said to myself, certainly I should teach my daughter to share. The value of sharing is one of the most basic things we believe in. So I first tried a simple request, honey, would you please share with your friends the toys they have given you? No. My second method was to use a little reasoning. Honey, if you learn to share your toys with them when they are at your home, then when you go to their home, they will also share them with you. She said, no. I was becoming a little more embarrassed, for it was evident I was having no influence. The third method was by bribery. Very softly I said, honey, if you share, I have got a special surprise for you. I will give you a piece of gum. I don't want gum. Now I was becoming exasperated. For my fourth attempt, I resorted to fear and threat. Unless you share, you will be in real trouble. I don't care, she replied. They are my things. I don't have to share. Finally, I resorted to force. I merely took some of the toys and gave them to the other kids. Her kids, play with them. Perhaps my daughter needed the experience of possessing the things before she could give them. In fact, unless I possess something, can I really give it? She needed me as her father to have higher level of emotional maturity to give her that experience. But at that moment, I valued the opinion of those parents ahead of me more than the growth and development of my child and our relationship together. I simply made an initial judgment that I was right, she should share, and she was wrong in not doing so. Perhaps I superimposed a higher level of expectations on her simply because my own scale, I was at lower level. I was unable to or unwilling to give patience or understanding, so I expected her to give things in an attempt to compensate for my deficiency. Using intimidation builds weakness because it reinforces dependence on external factors to get things done. When fear replaces cooperation, this is my favorite, both people involved become more illogical and defensive. And then he's saying, but borrowing strength builds weakness. It builds weakness in the borrower because it reinforces dependence on external factors to get things done. After reading this specific paragraph, that borrowing is strength, I am doing it for a very long time. I think I rely on other people to give me strength to work on something, and then I feel that I cannot do things by my own because of that thing. And when I read it, it hit me. That's why I did it. I need to grow that strength in me. I am at a lower strength level on my strength level scale, and I know I need to grow it, and I cannot jump at it directly. I need to build it step by step, and there is no shortcut to it. And this is This is what I wanted to say. Yes. So this is it for today's video recording. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.